team. Hello, humanity. Coach Stephanie here. Welcome to your lunchtime yoga. Hopefully you had a week where you take a little time each day for yourself. I know that in this time, schedules are probably not normal. Some of you have kids at home, and so just everything about right now is a little different. And so even if we can't get a lot of time each day to do things we need to do, I'm hopeful that you were able to take a couple minutes here and there each day to do something for you. Because in this time, a great way to take away some of that stress is to do things that make you feel good. So if for those of you that have been with me throughout this week, today's practice, you're going to see it kind of culminate in a lot of the movements we've already seen into kind of one big practice, still only about 30, 40 minutes. But we're also going to try something called crow, which is a kind of a fun yoga arm balance, but also totally optional. But overall, you'll see a lot of similar things. We're going to flow, we're going to move, we're going to stretch, we're going to breathe. And at the end of the day, as long as you're breathing, you're doing a good job. So let's get started. We're going to start at the top of our mat, standing, and I will meet you there. Oh, let's make sure you guys can see me. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. So let's get your feet just kind of right underneath you. And like we did a couple days ago, I want you to spread your toes, get a nice, firm, kind of wide base right underneath you. Your toes are forward. I want you to feel the center of each heel and the ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, really rounding down into the floor. And then at the same time, I want you to start lifting the rest of your body up. So legs are kind of active. You feel a nice tall spine. Let's go ahead and roll the shoulders down the back, flip the palms forward. We're just going to take a couple breaths, cycles of breath here in this standing posture, just to kind of find our breath, feel it for the day. Just take a big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth side out. Let's do that again. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Big inhale. This time we're going to keep our mouth closed for that exhale. And exhale. And let's take a few more rounds. We're just breathing through the nose. Smooth the breath out. Find a little more length at the end of the exhale and the end of the inhale. Next round of inhale, feel those ribs kind of expand in all directions to create more space for that breath. And just like we've been focusing this week on kind of finding some mobility in the lats, some biceps work, some tricep work, we're going to continue that. So keeping that breath flowing through the nose. On your next inhale, I want you to reach the arms all the way up. You're going to interlace those fingers all the way overhead. As you reach up on your exhale, inhale, brings you through center. Re-extend, and then exhale, lean to the other side. And as you lean to the left, shift your hips to the right. Inhale, bring yourself back through center, and then exhale, let's just go ahead and fold forward. We're going to ragdoll here, starting a little differently than we normally do. So with a soft bend in the knees, you're going to go opposite elbows, and just let the head hang. Sway side to side. Shake the head, yes and no. All right, release those hands, bring them to the hips, and then on an inhale, just go ahead and stand all the way up. Let's go ahead and take a big step with your right foot to the back of the mat, bring it into a wide position. That helicopter is kind of front. All right, on your inhale, reach the arms up. And on the exhale, left hand is going to come down towards the left leg. Right arm is going to keep reaching up. So I want you to reach really long through those right fingertips. You can feel a little side stretch here. Left hand anywhere on the thigh other than the knee to help give you a little support if you need it. Breathe. Inhale, go ahead and come back up. And then exhale, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, other side, right hand to the leg anywhere that helps support. And then you're going to reach that left arm up to the ceiling. Get a little stretch through that side body. Inhale to go ahead and bring yourself back up. Exhale, arms overhead. And go ahead and fold. All right, so soft bend in the knees here. Hands anywhere that's comfortable. And then take the tailbone and kind of reach it up a little higher to the ceiling. That's going to find a little more length in the legs. Intensify the stretch without you having to fold forward more. Hands on the hips and inhale to rise all the way up. And then just go ahead and take that right foot and step it back to the top of the mat. We're going to start moving here. So bring those feet together. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, let's dive it down. Hands on the shins. Let's come into that flat back position. Hold here. So we're going to cycle through this position throughout the practice today. And I really want you to focus on hugging the ribs in and then creating a really long spine that goes out the tailbone and out the top of the head. Exhale, let's go ahead and fold. Plant the hands, step to plank, and hold. Okay? So we've been talking this week about triceps, lat mobility, and just kind of shoulder position. I want you to wrap those triceps to point back towards the toes. You're going to give your lats a little bit more engagement by dragging the heel of the palm to the toes. Okay? Keeping the elbows close to the ribs, we're going to lower to the belly. Draw those knees down to the count of 5. Down the back, inhale, cobra, little lift. Keep those elbows in. Exhale to release. Inhale, cobra. Press a little harder down into the mat. Lift up a little higher. Exhale, release. Now coming into full upward facing dog. Inhale, press into the palms. Straighten out the arms. Now, I tend to go a little more relaxed in the up dog. If you want a little bit more strength, go ahead and press into the tops of the feet. Knees come off of the floor for the full version. Okay. On your exhale, tuck your toes. Send it back. Let's go downward facing dog. All right. First down dog of the day. Let's go ahead and pedal out the feet. So draw one heel down, bend the opposite knee. And also wiggle the hips side to side. Let's find some movement. All right. Let's find that still downward facing dog. Hands are shoulders distance, feet hips distance. Same position here with those triceps. So roll them down towards the toes. And then press firmly into the mat to open up the shoulders. All right, inhale to come forward to plank. Bring the knees down to the count of 5, lower back to the belly. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes. Inhale, full upward facing dog. Straighten out the arms, open the chest. Exhale, down. We're going to flow through that whole thing with a little bit more speed. Okay, inhale comes forward to plank. This time, keep your knees up. Let's lower halfway on the exhale. Inhale, scoot the chest forward and up, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's do that one more time. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale to lower halfway. Inhale, scoot the chest forward. Through what's called a vinyasa. Now we're going to go through a couple sun salutations. Okay, so inhale to look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back, the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then exhale, let's go all the way back down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands with a step to plank. Lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, inhale, come high onto the tippy toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then exhale, let's dive it all the way back down. Hands on the shins, flat back and hold. So Find that firm belly, long through the spine. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. This time, you're going to either step back in the plank or hop the feet back in the plank. Okay, so on your exhale, let's go for it. Plank, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's do that one more time. Hips high, look forward, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, send the feet, top of the mat. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, go all the way back down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. We're going to plant the hands now. You have one more option. You can step your feet back. You can hop them back and land in plank. Or you can hop them back and land at that kind of halfway push-up position, in the bottom of push-up. So right on your next exhale, let's go ahead and meet in plank. Okay, so when you hop back, you're going to either land in plank or land in that push-up. And then everybody inhale. Come forward and up into up dog. Exhale, down dog. So you have some options to play around with how you move today. So make this work for you. And then, sprinkle in some more things when you feel like it. Okay? All right, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Back knee comes down. Inhale, arms up. Go through a little faster flow here. Exhale, hands down. Step to plank. Lower down. Halfway. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step to plank. Lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more each side. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Lift the chest. Exhale, hands down. Step to plank. Lower halfway. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Good. Starting to build a little bit more heat. Inhale, come high onto the tippy toes. Look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, sit feet. Tap the mat. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Wiggle the feet together if they're not there already. Next exhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Okay. So we were working on chair pose kind of in yesterday's practice, April 16th, I believe. We're going to try to roll those triceps down towards the toes. And then pull the arms back. Sit down a little lower. So we're creating a really stable shoulder, but an active shoulder because we're not extending, we're not super packed. We're just externally rotating, creating length through the neck. All right, come onto your tippy toes. To the count of 5, we're going to lower hips to heels. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Release those hands down, either in front, prayer, or on the hips for balance. Okay? So squeeze those knees together, sit up tall. I don't know what's going on over there with all that bark. Okay, so now, this was a posture we did yesterday. We're going to kind of stretch in this position. So you're going to take your knees, send them apart. The goal is to stay balanced on the toes. On your exhale, you're going to draw your shoulders down inside of the knees. Okay, if you need to put your fingers down on the floor for balance, cool. You want a little bit more, wrap the hands around the ankles, and use that leverage to help draw the top of the head down towards the mat. So you should feel a nice little hip stretch, stretch throughout the spine, lower back, and breathe. Good. Release the hands. Inhale, bring your knees together. And then either hands on the hips or arms back up into that full chair position. On the count of 5, inhale, we're going to come back to chair. Here we go. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, hips low. Good. Exhale, straighten the legs, full fold. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step the plank and hold. So yesterday's practice, we did some push-up holds. So we're gonna see a couple of those today as well. So on your exhale, we're gonna lower halfway and hold for the count of 5. Here we go, exhale, lower halfway to hold 5, 4, downward pressure into the palms, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, scoop it forward and up, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. All right, inhale, come back into plank. A couple more movements to get that core going. So 10 times alternating, 5 each side. We're going to draw our knee to that same triceps. So on your inhale, right knee, right tricep. Exhale, replace the foot. Inhale, left knee, left tricep. Exhale, replace. Here we go, right, replace, left, replace, right, and left, right, left. One more each side. Right and left. Hold here. Leg up. Bend your right knee. Open up your hip. You can reach that right knee towards the ceiling. You can roll the ankle. Big circles with the knee. Just find some movement. Oh, I got a little pop on that hip. Just find some movement. All right, square the hips. Extend your right leg. Exhale, step that right foot forward between the hands. Inhale, brings you up to a high lunge. Okay. So in our high lunge position, we want to think kind of like hollowing out the torso. So sternum, belly button, you're going to shorten the gap by pulling your ribs in. Okay. With that hollowed out belly, then we get to decide how low we are in our high lunge. Okay. Breathe. Now we're going to take this really active, firm core, and on your exhale, you're going to fold halfway. And we've seen this a couple times this week, going from this position to our warrior 3. So on your next inhale, reaching forward with the fingers and finding some stability in that front foot. You're going to come and lift your left leg up. Here we go. Inhale, take flight, lift. So keep those arms by the ears. You always have the option for hands on the waist or out like an airplane. So turning those triceps down, finding that external rotation. Slow and with control on your exhale, step back in that high lunge. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Step to plank. Lower down halfway. All right, square the hips. Extend the left leg. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Inhale, brings you up. High lunge. Good. All right, same thing. Sternum, belly button. And you're going to press your ribs in to close the gap a little bit. And then we reach our arms back up. Okay? Keep that belly firm. Good. All right, on your exhale, you're going to fold halfway. Really extend and reach. Round down to this front heel. On your inhale, warrior 3, we're lifting our right leg up. All right, here we go. Inhale. Find your balance. Arms are by the ears or wherever helps you balance. Just like an RDL, feeling that inner right thigh extend up towards the ceiling. And next exhale with control in a light landing, high lunge. Good, exhale, hands down. Step to plank, hold here. All right, we're going to lower halfway and hold to the count of 5 before we go through that vinyasa. Here we go. Exhale, lower halfway and hold. Elbows in, long neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Scoop the chest forward and out. Exhale. All right. Inhale, come climb to the tippy toes. Exhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk or out the feet to the top of the mat. Hands on shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms overhead. And then exhale, bring those hands back down. Cool. All right. Now we're going to go through a little balance series. And then we're going to kind of put it all together. So we're going to start with tree pose on this right foot. But before we get there, separate those toes just like we did in the very beginning so we can get a really good base. Okay? You're going to take this right foot. 3 options for you today. If your balance is like so-so today and you don't want to think about it too much, just put that foot right on the ankle of the left side just so that we have a little bit more balance on that left leg, but something that you can hold. You can also go calf, not on the knee. And the third option is getting that foot all the way inside and high up on that left inner thigh. Okay? Wherever you are, hips are scooping down, ribs are pulling in. Okay? So then hands, for today can go anywhere that's comfortable. You can go hips, you can go arms overhead, you can hold like platters, whatever you feel like, whatever helps you balance. And then we're just gonna breathe here. Feel a nice lift, okay? If we're too grounded and too heavy on that foot, it's gonna make it hard to balance. I want you to feel an active lift out of that foot. Good. Now from here, left hand to the hip, you're going to bring your right knee into your chest, and then you're going to grab the top of the right foot with the right hand for a quad stretch. Bring the knees together. You're going to take the tailbone and try to scoop it down, and then pull that right heel in. Okay. So we should feel some length being created in the front of the right hip. Good. Now, from here, you're going to take your hand, which hopefully your right palm is facing to the left side and the left thumb's down. You're just going to flip the palm up so that now, again, left arm out in front. On your inhale, you're going to push your right foot into your hand as you lift your chest. Okay? Keep pushing that foot into the hand, lift it as high as it'll go. Make sure we're rolling the right hip down to keep everything squared forward, both hips and shoulders. Breathe. Inhale. Bring your right knee to your chest, arms overhead. Exhale, release everything down. Shake out that right foot. I don't know about you, but that burned a little bit. Okay, so now let's go second side. Right foot on the floor, separate those toes, you get a nice wide base. Okay. Again, 3 options for left foot to ankle, to the calf, or all the way into that inner thigh on that right side. Okay. And then hands anywhere that's comfortable. Right arm overhead, platter hands like that. I don't know what's going on, which I think most of us feel that way sometimes. And breathe. Keep lifting up and out of that standing foot. We're going to go ahead and grab the top of the left foot with the left hand. Draw the knees together. Draw the tailbone down. And then heel into the hip. Good. Now taking the left, reach the right arm forward. And press that left foot into the left hand as we lift the foot up. Good. On your inhale, bring that left knee to your chest, stand tall, arms overhead. Exhale, everything to the floor, and shake it out. All right, so the next flow we're going to go through just a couple postures. We're going to incorporate that warrior 2 and that dancer. That warrior 3 and that dancer position kind of in one flow. So just so that you guys know what's coming up. All right, so feet together at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, dive down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, full plant the hands. Let's step to plank. We're going to lower down and hold at that halfway point all together. Here we go. Exhale, lower. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, scoop the chest forward and up. Cobra. Exhale, down. All right. Inhale, come forward to plank. One more round. knees to triceps, alternating 10 total, 5 each side. So right knee, right elbow, good, and replace. And left, right, left, right. Keep rotating those triceps back. Left, right, left, right. Last one, and left. Go ahead and hold. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, scoop forward and up with the chest. Good. Exhale, down dog. All right. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Now we're going to bend the knee and come into a wild thing. Did this a couple times this week. So right foot on the floor, straighten your left leg, and inhale, lift the hips up, reach the right arm overhead. Keep driving down into the left palm. All right. Inhale, come back to a 3-leg down dog. Keep your right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands, high lunge. Inhale to rest. Hold those ribs in. All right, exhale, fold halfway. Keep reaching through the fingertips, biceps stay by the ears. You're gonna push forward onto that right foot, coming into warrior 3. On your inhale, ready, and lift. Inner left thigh extends up towards the ceiling. Next, inhale, bring your left knee to your chest, keep the arms overhead. Dancer, grab the inside of the left foot with the left hand. Start by bringing the knees together. Reach the right arm out in front. Next, inhale, push the left foot into the hand. Open the chest. Good. Inhale, bring that left knee back into the chest. Woo. Knee or left knee to your chest. Good. Next, exhale, you're going to step the left foot back into that high lunge position, nice and controlled. Good. All right, exhale, hands down. Step to plank. Let's lower halfway. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. All right, let's do the second side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Let's come into wild thing. Drop that left foot down to the floor. Extend your right leg. Inhale, lift the hips. Left arm reaches. Inhale, come back to 3-leg down dog. Left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands, high lunge. Inhale to rise. Good. All right, hold those ribs down. Find that firm belly. Exhale, let's fold halfway. Keep reaching forward with those fingertips. On your next inhale, you're going to come into balance on that left foot. Ready, inhale, warrior 3. Lift your right leg up. So again, just like that RDL, the inner right thigh is lifting the leg so we can create squared hips down towards the floor. All right, inhale, bring your right knee to your chest. Arms stay overhead. Okay, grab that right foot with the right hand for dancers. Bring the knees together. Left arm out in front. Next, inhale. Push the foot into the hand. Keep the chest up. All right, right knee to your chest. Arms up. Good. With control, exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. High lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Step to plank. Lower halfway. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's bring those knees down for child's pose. Toes touch knees wide. Forehead, just let it rest right on the mat. right, inhale. Come back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, come high on the tippy toes. Next exhale, go ahead and bend the knees, hop the feet, top the mat, hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, dive down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time, let's heel toe the feet out into your squat position, or as wide as the mat if you're not quite sure where your squat position should be. Keeping the toes forward if you can. On your exhale, you're just going to bend your knees and come down into a squat. Okay? We're going to make this kind of a stretchy squat. So in this first couple, your back might be a little bit more rounded than you're used to. So we're just kind of reach and stretch here, just move around. Good. All right, and then from here, you're going to take your left shoulder inside of the left knee, press into that left knee, and on your inhale, open up, reach your right arm up behind, and then bring your right hand back down on your exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release. One. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, release. Other side, right shoulder inside the knee. Inhale, left arm extend. Exhale, release. Inhale, open your left arm and chest. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, open up. And exhale. Good. All right, go ahead and straighten those legs. We're going to shimmy those feet back together. And this time, let's go hands on the shins. Let's go inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms overhead. And exhale, hands come back down. Good. All right, so step back into the middle of the mat. We're going to come into what's called crow. And crow is just a kind of in the yoga world, the most common foundational arm balance that we see. And it's fun and something that works both triceps. We need a little lat stability to be able to do this position, so it works well with what we're talking about this week. All right, let's try it. So bring your feet together. And all I'm going to have you do, just like we did earlier with the toe balance, is you're going to reach your hands down and you're going to lift your heels off of the floor. Okay? So from here, knees now have to go outside of the arms. Okay? What's helpful for this pose and this posture is to remember that your fingers are like your brakes. So every time you feel like you're going forward, you're going to dig into the mat a little bit with those fingers. They will help balance you kind of forwards and backwards. So from here, you're going to get your armpits as low inside of those knees as you can. And then you're going to squeeze your knees in towards those armpits. You're going to place your palms down on the floor about shoulders distance, fingers facing forward. On your inhale, you're going to lift your butt. You're going to squeeze those elbows in with a firm belly button lifting to the spine. You're going to rock forward and maybe rock forward enough that your toes can come off of the mat and you're balancing just on your hands. I want you to find a balance in the center of each palm. Your knees are squeezing in. Your belly button is lifting. And if you're in the position, you're breathing. All right. Go ahead and bring those toes back down. So if you weren't able to get up on that last set, that's totally okay. We're going to do one more, but this is also a really nice position to practice like throughout the day whenever you're just feeling like it, because it's just kind of fun. And a lot of other arm balances, like I said, kind of grow from this one, which we will see in the coming weeks. Okay, so, and especially in power yoga. So let's get those knees really high on the triceps. Palms are flat, elbows in. You're going to lift your butt, squeeze your belly. You're going to lean your weight forward, and then maybe toes will lift. Toes can stay on the floor if you need a little extra help. And go ahead and bring those toes back down. Let's go downward facing dog. Very good. Whew. All right, inhale, come forward to plank. And let's just bring the knees down. And we're just going to open up really nicely into upward facing dog. So just let the hips soften to the floor, open the chest. downward facing dog. All right, you guys did all the heavy lifting already. All the work is already done. So now we cool it down. Inhale, right like this. Pigeon. Bring that right knee towards your right wrist. And then we're going to shimmy the left leg back. Back. Okay. You can stay here. You can come to the forearms. Now, if your hip is really tight today and it's like really high off the mat, you can like get a pillow under there or something to support the hip so that as you come onto the forearms, you're like resting on stuff so that you can kind of relax into the position a little bit more and just kind of soften places that feel extra tight. Use this time to just kind of focus on breathing so that we can take the focus off of the sensation you're feeling in that right hip. Now that sensation will kind of decrease as we sit here, but just a nice way to give your brain something to do is just focus on that breath. Use every exhale as that opportunity to just let it go. All right, let's come onto those palms on an inhale, and then tuck your back toes. You're going to sweep your left or your right leg up for a 3-leg down dog. Now we're just going to shake it out from there. So you can bring that right knee up to the ceiling, make big circles. Let's go through the other side. Okay, so inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left shin forward, left knee to left wrist. Right, scoot the right leg back again. Even maybe this side is tighter. This side feels a little tighter for me today, so I'd recommend scooting something underneath it so that you can rest your hips on something, and then bring yourself down. And then again, it's that same exhale helps you let go of that tension. Just soften into it. Mm-hmm. Just a couple more breaths. Inhale, come back onto those palms. Take that left leg up the back. And just shake it out. All right. And then once you're done and brought both feet to the floor, go ahead and bring the knees down. Swing the feet around. A couple more postures before we close it out for the day. So we're going to go forward fold. So extend those legs out in front. Bring the legs together. Toes will point up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, you're going to reach your chest forward for those toes. Okay? So try to keep extending like we do in that halfway lift, flat back position. You might not be able to fold as much, and that's okay. And inhale, bring the torso back up. Go ahead and place those feet flat on the floor. Last posture here, or we have two more. We're going to go reverse table. So hands on the mat behind you, fingertips face the heels. Inhale, open up the chest, straighten the arms, lift the hips. Here's our bicep stretch, big one for the end of practice. You can shift your weight forward towards the heels for a little bit more. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring the hips down. Go ahead and cross the shins. Final twist here. So sitting up tall, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, find a little more length in the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back through center. right hand to left knee. Lift up, inhale, exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, bring yourself back through center. Place the hands on the knees, and let's go palms up. That will also help you open the chest and drop the shoulders down. Now sit up tall, close the eyes. We're gonna finish up here with 5 long inhales and exhales through the nose. Starting all together, go for the count of 5. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. And continuing on 4 more cycles on your own, finding really long, deep inhales and exhales. Opening the eyes. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. If you liked the practice this whole week, we kind of built up to this. So, going back a couple of days and finding some different classes to try out if you didn't get a chance to. And then we'll continue next week, same idea. We'll start Monday with kind of a theme, and then throughout the week we'll progress so that Friday is kind of like the big practice. And then power yoga on Sundays, 11 a.m. For the live class. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful Friday, wonderful rest of your day, and then I will see you guys soon. Thank you.